Hi all and welcome back to our channel. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about Odoo14 point of sale. A point of sale system is fully integrated application that is it is integrated with inventory, accounting and even HRMS that is employees module so that allows any transaction automatically registers product moves in your stock and gives you real-time statistics and consolidations across all shops. So business management becomes seamless and quicker, and it has got a lot of features. The easy to use interface allows us to serve multiple customers at the same time. And one of the main features of POS is that it can work both in online and offline mode. So according to a user, one can purchase or sell orders without being much conscious about the internet. So let's move on to point of sale, that is to our order database and see how we can manage a retail shop. So let's open our point of sale module. So here when you open point of sale, that is for our retail shop, you can see different point of sale created, that is shops and bars. So these point of sales were created from here. So when you go under configuration, you can see point of sale menu. And when you click on this, you can create new point of sales directly from here. And when you create that, you can see them in the dashboard. So here for each point of sale, here you can see you can start or create, that is you can start sessions and create close sessions. So if you click new session, you can start a session, and here you can see some of the shops or bars have already started and it is not closed. You can see option resume and close. This is because we have started and is not closed. Okay, and here for some point of sales, you can see the last closing date and cash balance. So this is the option when you enable, seen when you enable advanced cash control. We will see about that later in this video. Okay, and here you can see three dots for your point of sale. In order to view orders, sessions, and get a reporting of the orders for this point of sale. And when you click on these orders, okay, I will show you this. Here again, when you click on orders, you can see all the orders related to this point of sale bar. And you can also see sessions. When you click on this, all the sessions created, opened for this point of sale. And also we have a reporting for this session, order analysis. We'll be discussing about this reporting later in this video. Okay, then here we have an option to modify the settings. You can change the settings, but make sure that before making any modification, you have to make sure that the session is closed. So here you can see it is already closed. Okay, and here from here you can go to settings. So you can see, can provide a name for your point of sale. You can see the company for which this retail shop is maintained, and you can see with an option to mention whether this is a bar or restaurant. This have to be mentioned because when you enable this, some extra options are shown. So first, okay, let's enable this because for bars, when comparing with shops, there are extra features. Here you can see an option to authorize employees. That is, use employee credential to log into POS session and switch cashier. You can select the cashiers from here. For adding cashiers, you have to add the employees here. So I have already added Mark Demo and Michelle Admin as employees. So these employees or cashiers can only enter into the POS session. That is into the POS interface. You can add more caches here, and if you close these two, then everyone can access the POS session. Okay. Then here you can see some settings for your point of sale interface. That is, you can manage orders, that is reprint receipt, refund orders, and exchange orders. Refund means suppose if the products are damaged, customers can return back the product and refund can be created. that is with a negative amount. Okay, then here you can see product configurator. This is related to product variants. You can, if you enable this, you can select, you can see product configurator from which you can select the different product variations. Then, and you also have to make sure that the variants are added inside, configured in your product. And here you can see flows and tables, which is an option that can be seen for bars or restaurants. That is, we can manage tables and flows and tables. Here you can see some flows are added here. That is, you can add flows here and you can configure directly from here. So when you go to flows, you can see all the flows, and when you open one, you can see all the name and the point sales which it is in which it is used, and the tables and its number of seats and its shape. These things can be configured from here, and you can also create new. Okay, let's click edit. And then here you can see nodes option. That is, add nodes on order lines. So if you disable this bar or restaurant, you can't find that option because it is specific for bars or restaurant. So you can add nodes on order lines. That is, nodes can be some suggestions added along with the product. Then you can see category pictures. That is, display pictures of product categories. And when you click on this, you can go to directly to point of sale product categories and configure them. Then here you can see option to restrict product categories. That is, if you pick one category here, then that category only will be available. Okay, I'm not enabling that. Then you can set a start category, that is a default product category for your session. And you can see large scroll bars, that is in order to improve navigation for imprecise industrial touch screens. So let's enable this also. That is, it's useful by adding a lot of products in your order line. Then here you can see section to add connected device, that is to connect devices using IoT box. And here you can see option to use barcodes to scan products or customer cards, or etc. So we can set a nomenclature here. So according to the mm patterns or rules, barcode rules sit inside the nomenclature. We can assign or set barcodes for products or cashiers, and that can be used. That is, we can scan using those barcodes, scan products in your point of sale, and we can add to the order line. And here you can see an option to enable direct devices, that is connect devices to your point of sale directly without an IoT box. So so here you have to mention the print IP address, and here you can see an option that is seen for your bars or restaurant, that is to place orders. That is to easy the workflow between the front of house and back of house. So printing the orders taken on the POS interface right in the kitchen or bar can be tremendous help. So here you can see option to print orders, kitchen, bar, etc. Here we can add printers. You can see one printer is created, and when you go to printer, you can see the IP address and printed product categories. Okay, then we have taxes section where we can set fiscal position per order. That is, choose among fiscal positions when processing an order. So from here you can set fiscal positions, so which can be used while making order later, and you can see configure fiscal positions from here. Then you can also set a default specific tax regime from here, fiscal position. Then here you can see pricing. That is, you can set prices, default prices for your session. So already we have set INR, then can configure from here. Then can set advanced prices option for your point of sale. that is with some specific prices, so seasonal discounts and calculated using formula and all. Then here you can set product prices on receipts. It can be either tax included, set as tax included or tax excluded. Okay. Then we can set global discounts on products. Allow global discounts on orders. So here you can see the discount product is set and a discount percentage. So when you will be able to see a button in order to apply discount globally to all the products that you have ordered. So this percentage will be applied to those products. Then you can set manual discounts, allow discounts per line. That is when you add products in order line, per line we can set discounts. Then your loyalty program. So this is used to give rewards. That is, it can be discounts or free products to customers. So it encourages your customers to continue to shop at your point of sale. So from here, you can set loyalty program, that if you have created multiple loyalty programs, you can set one for your session. So you can configure loyalty program, that is you can make changes for your loyalty program directly from here. When you put externally, you can see the details here, that is you can add rewards and set reward cost, and you can set point rules so that you can assign some loyalty points for customers based on their orders. And you can also configure directly from by going under products, you can see loyalty programs. So when you click on this, you can see the loyalty programs. You can create from here. And here you can also see the price list, that is the product price list. From here you can create price list, multiple price list, and configure existing ones. So it is used in situations where we need to set specific price for a set of customer, or for some particular products for a period. So it can be you can create these prices and set one for your customers. So we have set price list. We have set price list for our session. That is, here you can see that. Okay. So coming back to our settings, then here you can see price control. That is, it is used to restrict price modification to managers. That is, only managers can modify the price of products. So not enabling right now. Then you can see payments. That is, we have a payments section where we can add payment methods. That is, here you can see the available payment methods, cash and bank, and you can go to payment methods and configure and create new payment methods. And you can also, here you can also set intermediary account for your payment method. Then you can mention this cash, and you can set company. Okay, then here we have cash rounding. This is used to define the smallest coinage of the currency used to pay. So it is helpful if you enable this. Okay, I can do that. And here, if you enable cash rounding, you have to mention the rounding method. In what way you're rounding. Here you can see rounding 0.10. So this is a rounding that is already, cash rounding is already created in accounting. As we have integrated our point of sale with accounting, you can see this option. So it is something already created in accounting module. You can set that here. Right now I'm not setting, I'm just disabling this option. And if you can also see one option that is only on cash methods, you can apply this option only on cash methods. Then here we have an option that is advanced cash control, that is used to control cash box at opening and closing. That we have to set an opening balance for your in your register for your session, and you can set closing balance, and you can also take money out of your register or put money in. And you can see, set an authorized difference. That is, there is chance to occur that there is difference. So you can add an authorized difference. And if there is any loss, you can add that loss to an loss account, which can be later viewed in your loss and profit report. Then here we have an option in order to set tips, that is accept customer tips or convert change to tip. So this is an option that we can find in bars or restaurant. Here we can see the tips product added, and here we in order for we have an option to add tip after payment, which is specific for North America. That is, this option is specific for North America. And then we can see a section that is bills and receipts. That is, here we can, if you enable this option header and footer, then you can add custom messages to your header and footer. Here, that is, for header you can set a company name or website, and for footer you can set thanks for shopping. If adding thanks for shopping, so in footer this will be shown. Then here you can see an option to automatic receipt printing. It prints receipts automatically once a payment is registered. And it has an option to skip previous screen. So not enable this. Then here we have bill printing, that it allows to print bill before payment. So let's enable this option. Then bill splitting. So these features are for bars or restaurant. That is, we can split bills to multiple. So when you enable this, you can split total or order lines. Then here we have an option that is to print invoices on customer request. While making payment, we can print invoices. Then here we can add an invoice journal. So I have set tax invoices, and you can change this from here, and you can also configure this journal. Then here we have an option that is for inventory to set operation type. So operation type used to record product pickings. Products will take from the default source location of this operation type. So we have set an operation type that is for company San Francisco POS orders. So when you go to external link, you can make modification to your operation type. You can see some details like type, code, barcode, can set for the operation type, then type of operation. So this can be, so we have set it as delivery because we are making sale. That is, we are delivering products to customers from our retail shop. So the operation type is delivery. Then can set company. Then operation type for returns can be set, and show details of detailed operations. Then traceability can be set, that is, you can create new lots of serial numbers or use existing lot of serial numbers. So we have already done a video on lot of serial numbers, you can check that. That is how to sell items products with lot of serial numbers. Then we can move package entire packages, and you can also set default source location for your session. So by default it is set as stock. So from stock, we deliver items to customers. Then we can set a destination location, default destination location. So it is set as a virtual location, that is partner locations or customers. Okay, then making modification, just say that. And here we have our accounting section. So here we can set journal, that is sales journal. So journal entries, configuration of journal entries of POS orders. We have already created a point of sale sales journal. Then here you can see sales reporting. Here we can set a sales team. That is, sales are reported to the following sales team. You can set a sales team here. Okay. After enabling the required options, just save this. So before starting a session, let's go to configuration settings and see some other options. That is, we have to set for our retail shop. So first thing, default sales tax. that can be set for products. So it is GST 5%. Can change that from here. Then you can see pricing, that is price list. It is by default it is multiple prices per product. We can also set advanced price rules, that is using formulas or discounts. Then multi currencies, you can record transactions to foreign currencies when you enable this option. Then payments can, that is set cash rounding for your company. Then you can set payment terminals. Then you can see inventory management for your point of sale, which is a new option Odoo14, that is to decide when updates need to be done, that is update quantities in stock. So there are two options: at the session closing or in real time. That is after closing session, stock will be updated, or in real time. That is when a sale is done, automatically stock can be updated. So first option is recommended, advised to be used. Okay, so after enabling record option, just save the settings. And under configuration also you can see this we have seen before, that is to configure point of sale. And here we have our payment methods. You can create, configure payment methods. Then here we have, so when you open one payment methods, you can see the intermediary account set for that payment method, then the cash, whether it is cash, then cash journal, and company. So we have done a video on payment methods. Please check that video to know more about it. Then here we can see point of sale product categories. So some categories are created. So you can create a new category. So you can see the parent categories and details here. And you can also set image for your category. Then here we have, you can see attributes, that is in order to create attributes like size, color, dimension. So using these attributes, we can create product variants. So when you come under product variants, you can see different variations created for products using those attributes. You can see the attribute values and extra price added for them. So we have done a video on product variants on in sales. So you can check that if you want to know more about it. Then, okay, so that's it. So let's go to products. And one thing I have to show you is that how to make products available in POS. So you can see automatically it is filtered by available in POS. That is, these products are available in POS. Let's choose one product and see how it is done. And when you click edit, you can see a tab that is point of sale when you in that. So here we can see available in POS option. So when you enable this, then this product will be available in point of sale. And you can set category. So the product will belong to this category, and you can set that as to weight with scale if you enable this. Okay, so let's come back to a dashboard and start a new session. When so click new session. So you can see that is this is used to select a cashier or scan your badge. So let's click select cashier. So from here we can see the cashiers that we have set in your, that is in the bar settings. So when you click Michelle admin, you can directly you can choose one. So if you click Michelle admin, you can see so we have to enter a password. So this is a pin that is set inside the employee. That is, I will show you. So just closing this. That is when you go to employees and search for Michelle admin. When you edit this under HR settings, you can find an option to add pin code. So this pin code is used while logging into a POS session, point of sale session. So this is the pin code that is asked while logging into point of sale. Okay, so let's open the session, continue selling. Okay, so let's enter the pin ID and click OK. So you can see directly it is we have entered to a flows. You can see three flows that is set inside the session settings. You can see three flows and the tables with different colors, shapes, and the seats for each table can be viewed here. And you can see how much number of guests occupy the table, that is the seats, you can see that. And you can change the background of your floor and that is background color of your floor and color of a table shape, everything by clicking this edit button. You can set the number of seats, uh, then we can rename a table, we can make copy of table, we can change shape, then color, you can delete table, add table. So there are a lot of options to edit, make, manage your tables. And we have done a video on how to manage tables in that is frozen tables on Odoo 14 point of sale. Just check that video. Then, okay. So from here, let's open one table T3, and you can see here it is that is we have to set opening amount, opening balance. So set cash opening, and you can click open. After that, you can see the POS interface that from here you can make orders. So here you can see drinks, which is a default category set on your point of sale session. That is point of sale setting, bar setting. Then here if you come back to home, you can see all the categories, and you can see all the products with pictures and prices. And when you click one category, you can see those products in under that category. Okay. So from here you can make orders. So for this table T3 in main floor, we are making an order. We can make orders. Okay, so from here I'm choosing food and can add products. So can add multiple products. And here you can see the total price, and here you can see the unit price. Then you can see the count, that is a quantity order. And when you again click on a product, you can see the count changes. And you can also change the quantity from here, this keypad. If you set 5, you can see the 5 here, and total amount is changed, and the grand total is also changed. And one thing I have to show you is that, like, if you are in a shop, for example, if you are not in a bar, if you are in a shop, and here you can see desk organizer. So this is for this product we have set product configurator, and we have also need product configurator in your for your point of sale. And if you do that, you can see an option to select different that variants from here, and if you click add, that will be added here. So right now I'm not adding that, just closing it. Okay, now, and you have also have an option to search product from here. Okay, so now let's select a customer. So from here you can set a customer for which order who place the order. And here you can see the customer name with some details, and you can see the total points, loyalty points given for the customer. So depending upon based on orders, some points, previous orders, some points were assigned for given for the for customers. So if you click, you can set that customer, and you can also make some modification for that customer. You can see some details here. You can make modifications and save it. Okay, I'm just setting that customer. And here you can see some points added for the customer along with the existing points. You can see plus 296. So this points are added based on the orders made by him and the rules set on the loyalty points, loyalty program. So according to that, some points are given to customers. And you can see rewards according to that points. So from here, when you click on this, you can set reward. It can be free product, or discount. So you can see that here. So according to that, some reward cost, so some amount points are reduced. And we can also change the customer. When you click this, you can also deselect the customer from here, and we can search for customers from here. Okay. Then we can, if you click on this, this is a physical position. So when you click on that, you can select the physical position. That is, we can change the physical position. As we have set default as in the state, you can see that. So you can change that. According to that, you can see the change in tags. Okay. Then you can see an option to add nodes. So this option is found for your bar. That is, you can add nodes. That is, when you click on this, for example, that is for your node. Here you can add suggestions for products like extra cheese, like that way you can add suggestions. So we have done a video on that, that is how to add notes for on order line for products. You can check that video. Then here we can see an option to set number of guests for that table, that is 43. So when you click on this, you can change this to 4 and click OK. And when you come back to our main floor, here you can see it is fully occupied as a number of seats 4 and number of guests of 4. Then you can see an option to bill, directly create a bill. So you can print the bill and click OK. So I'm not doing that. Then here you can see order printer to place orders to kitchen. Then here we have can find an option to split bills to that is to multiple bills. You can split bill to multiple. Can select and create multiple bills. Then so we have done a detailed video on how to split bills in point of sale bars or restaurant. So please check that video. And we can also transfer bills from one table to other table. That is, I'm transferring to T4. Okay. So you can see that. Then here you can set a discount for each line, like when selecting this curry sandwich and set discount. And here if I click 50, you can see 50 discount is added for this product. Then it is also possible to change the price. So when you click on this price, and if I'm updating to 60, so I can change the price. So per unit it is 60. You can see that. You can also add that is negative if it is a refund. Okay, then you can add decimal points. Then here you can find an option to add global discount. This is because we have enabled option global discount for your point of sale bar. So you can add global discount 10%. And then click payment. So you can directly make payment. So you can manually make payment, like manually enter the amount from here and validate, or you can also click directly here and add the amount and validate. Click validate. So here you can see the receipt with details like the customer name, then the product, then the discounts and tax, discount, everything, every details with subtotal and the change, then the grand total can be viewed here. And you can see the footer, that is, this is a text that we have added inside your settings of the point of sale, that is thanks for shopping. Then you can see the loyalty program and the points won and total points for won by the customer. And here you can click print receipt to print the receipt. And so from here you can print the receipt, and you can either send it by email, you can send to customers. So here you also can see the total amount, which is which can be viewed by users. Then you can place another order also. So one more thing I forgot to show is that we can add tip. Like if I am adding it as 9, you can see some change. And when you click on tip, you can see this amount can be applied. We can convert that change to tip. And when clicking OK, so it is changed. So the amount is added here. And manually also we can add tip. Like 2 rupees can add tip. Then you can see option to create invoice. That is, okay, if you click invoice and you can set the customer and validate. So here you can see an option to open the invoice. So you can see the invoice here with all the details too. Invoice date, due date, and the description, products, everything can be viewed here, and the total amount. Okay, then we can see the receipt, and the total tip added to the receipt can be viewed here, and it is also shown inside your receipt. Okay, then you can send receipt by email. Okay, then you can place next order. So you can see the new orders. It is red color because that is here you can see this red color because it is new order, that is orders in draft state. Okay. And here you can find an option to view all the orders made in your session. So you can see the count here, and when you click on this, you can see all the orders here with the status and the table. So here you can filter them according to ongoing payment, receipt, tipping, and all tickets. And we can also search uh, by using receipt number, date, customer, and table. And you can also see the employee, cashier of this order. You can see the employee and the total amount. And you can also create new order by clicking this new order, and you can place orders. You come back, you can see that. And you can also delete orders from here and click. You can see existing order lines. Order this number has total amount of 21.30. Are you sure you want to delete this? You can click OK. So it is deleted. So we have remaining one order. You can validate this. And from here you can change the cashier. That is, you can lock. So from here you can select the different cashier. So it is now marked demo. You can see that. And here we have an option to search. So that is order management button. So here you can see all the orders, and from here you can select using the customer name. So when you select deco, you can see all the orders of customer deco addict, and the table name from which the order is placed, and date of order, total amount, everything can be viewed. It is so easy. And you can also set lots of serial numbers for products directly from here. Like when you click cabinet with doors, you can see a window which is asking for lot number. So this is seen only when you enable loss tracking for your product. That is under inventory trap. If you enable tracking, this option can be viewed. Okay, I'm just closing the session. And click close session. So session is closed. And you can see the last closing date, and here you can resume a close session. So if you click close, you can see continue selling or end of session. So these options are shown only when you enable advanced cache control. And can see this is in progress, and you can see the open by whom, then the point of sale name, then opening date and time, then cache control can be seen here. There is a total transaction, total amount for transactions, and expected in cash. It is now it is equal. Then you can also put cash in and cash out. Just edit this so that you can do that. And you can see total number of orders for this session. So we click that, you can see the total orders, and the status can be viewed here. That is whether it is paid, invoiced, then the order reference, date, then receipt number, customer, employee details, everything can be viewed here. Then the total payment, total amount, and total payments with the payment methods can be viewed here. Then you can click end of session. So you can see it is status of this point of sale change to close, that is session change to closing control. So from here you can see an option that is to set closing cache. If there is a difference, that is you can see there is a difference negative 1632, so you can set a closing cache for your uh, point of sale. When you click this, you can add line, number of, and you can set 1000. Now the difference you can see negative 632.15. And if it is a loss, then you can close this session and post entries. So when you close session and post entries, you can see a window that is asking whether there is a difference between the expected and actual cash, actual closing cash. That is, we have 1000 difference. Sorry, the actual cash is 1000, but we have a difference that is negative 632.15. So are you sure you want to close a session and post accounting entries? You can discard it and add a cash in or set closing cash, or else you can confirm this. So from here, let's confirm. So if you confirm, what happens is that the session will be closed and entries will be posted. That is, you can see this now new session. The session is closed. And when you go to accounting, you can see that is under profit and loss reporting. You can see the cash difference loss, that is expense account. Here you can see the total, the debit is 632.15, because the difference is, you can see we have seen the difference for our session. Okay, in the same way we can again start new session and set an amount. So here you can see the cash balance is 1000. Then we can also see an option under orders to view all the orders that is, and the corresponding session in which orders are created, placed, then the date of order, receipt number, customer name, employee name, the total amount, which has a status. You can see the status whether it is paid, posted, or invoiced, or whether it is a new state, whether it is a new state, that is draft. And you can see sessions, that is all the sessions with the session ID and the point of sale in which you created or started the session, that is open the session, then opened by which person, which cashier, and the opening date, closing date, and status. That is, status can be whether it is session is in progress or closed and posted, can be viewed here. Then in session you will also be able to see rescue session. That is, as we know, order point of sale works on both online and offline, and even if you lose internet connection in between session, there is a chance to lose orders. So this rescue session can be used for that. You can recover your orders. Then we have our payments. So when you click on payments, you can see all the payments. This is grouped by payment method. And for bank and cash, you can see all the payments with the date, payment method used, order, and the amount, total amount. Then you can see option to view all the customers and create new customer by clicking create button. Then you can see products. Also these things we have already discussed, that is you can create products, then create variants using attributes configured from here, and you can create price lists and create and configure loyalty programs. And here then you can see an option to view the reporting. That is here when you choose orders, you can have get orders analysis, all the orders that you have made in retail, in your retail shop. So this can, for this orders analysis, we can set measures like average price, delay validation, product quantity, sale line count, subtotal discount, total price count, some settings count, and we can we have a graph view, that is we have a bar chart and line chart and pie chart view for this. And we have can uh, orders by descending or ascending order. Then so you can see the measure here. Then can we have a pivot view for this orders analysis. So here, and we can also insert these details, this orders to our spreadsheet, regular report to a spreadsheet. So you can see the total orders here, then product quantity, then total price. Then here we have sales details menu. So using this, we can print sales details from by mentioning start date and end date, and we can add point of sales here and remove some here. So when you click print, you can see print the sales details of these point of sale. So I will show one. So when you open this, you can see the sales details of the product name, payments, taxes, total amount, everything can be viewed here. So, and we have done a detailed video on sales details, so you can check that video to know more about it. So we have covered almost all features in point of sale. So if you have any doubt regarding point of sale in Odoo14, please don't hesitate to comment below.
If you are interested in knowing more about this or looking for any Odoo implementation or customization in your business, drop your request to odoo@cybrosys.com.